Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I was in Portland last week and guess what I found? I found the 2023 Matchbox A case and I am absolutely delighted. I found all the cars except, as far as I know, I didn't get the green Bronco, the National Parks Bronco, but everything else is here. I also didn't find the Super Treasure Hunt, but I am just going to quickly go through these cars and do a few unboxings and a few reviews. So give me a second and let's go through each of these cars. So we're going to start off with a couple of models that we've seen before. This is the Chalmobile in green. It says Uncle Abe's Island Barbecue. I love this casting. It's a fantasy casting, but it is fantastic. And we know there are several versions of this, and don't think I mentioned it before, but on the right hand side, Matchbox is celebrating 70 years of life, 70 years of joys for kids and adults, I guess. And there it is. That's the new packaging. You'll see the 70 years of Matchbox on the right hand corner of all their products this year. And just a quick look at the back here. I'm not going to spend as much time as I did on all these vehicles because I want to try and keep this video under 30 minutes. And I do have a quick comparison vehicle for that one. I do have several versions of this vehicle. I just pulled one just to have a look. This is a slightly different casting. It's called the Express Delivery, but it's close enough. So you can see in the past it had sort of a metal grille, and now they've gone with the plastic grille and the plastic body. I'm going to move right along. Next we're going to look at the Nissan NV van. This is the, I think, the third version of this that I have. I didn't pull any other versions. I think it came in black and sort of a brownie color before this. This one says Harbor Ferry Transport. Not one of my favorite castings, but once again, it's a nice little casting. It's got a tow hook, so you can, there's some interesting things you can do with it. And just a quick look at the back, and I'm just going to move right along. Right, next we have a vehicle, the 2022 Renault Megane, I think it's called. Megane. 2022 Renault Megane. And we've seen this one as well. We've seen it in two different lines prior to this, in silver. And I do have an open version of it. I did find two of those. Packaging is right there. We're just going to quickly look at this vehicle. Let's just look at it close. So no detail, well, a bit of side detailing at the top there. Completely detailed front, and I really do like this vehicle in the red compared to the silver version that we first saw last year. And there's the side again, and the back with a fully detailed lights as well as the Renault sign, and it says Megane Renault. Oh, I got it upside down there. There it is. There's the back, and just going to turn the turntable on and show you guys a quick view of it. That does look really, really good. And these are the two versions from last year. Let me just zoom up real quick. So that was the first version we saw from 2021. And then it also came as part of the French set. Identical vehicle. And there's just a quick comparison. Not going to spend too much time on it, as I have so many cars to look at. But let's just move along. All right, let's do some of these fire trucks. So the MBX Fire Dasher, which you've also seen before. I didn't pull any other versions of this, but just wanted to show you guys real quick. Not entirely sure if this is a licensed product, but it is nice. If you collect fire trucks, this is definitely one you want to add to your collection. There's the bottom. So it looks like a plastic gray base with a metal body, and no detailing at the back, but lots of plastic inclusions in the vehicle. So quite nice. I'm going to move right along. Not going to spend too much time on it. Next, we're going to look at the 1974 Ranchero. We've seen few versions of this before. I have it in white and light blue for sure, or baby blue I should say. Silver base, or a chrome base I should say. Black interior, detailed back, which is really nice. I think you can see that there. And no detailing in the front, but lots of detailing in the chrome, which definitely adds to the vehicle. And there's the back. Just moving along real quick here, guys. Not spending too much time on the vehicles that I'm not super interested in, and most of my fans are not super interested in. So this is the Road Roller. I think this is the second version of this that I own. I certainly have it in yellow. And that does say something, but I can't read it because my eyes can't focus in that well. I think it's a fantastic casting. I think the color combination here is really good. There's the bottom of it. Once again, I'm just gonna move right along. And what shall we look at next? Okay, let's look at another vehicle. So this is a 2022 Ford F150 Lightning. This is the second version of this vehicle. We also saw it, I think it was in gray, as a part of F-Case in 2022, which is the last case of the year. Unfortunately, I did not pull that vehicle, but I do have it in my collection somewhere. But let's just have a quick look at this. So fully detailed front with the Ford sign, which looks fantastic. Nice wheels with the orange rims, which also matches the orange paint on the body. It says Lightning on the side. 70 years of Matchbox, as you can see. Black interior. And a detailed back. Not completely detailed, but there is some detailing. And there's the back of it. It's very nice. Alright, next we're going to have a look at a vehicle. This is a new casting. It is the 1980 AMC Eagle. It is fantastic. Look at that. It's moved a little bit in the package, but I am going to open this, so I do have an open version. Let's just have a look at that. Where is it? Just going to let that rotate for a second so you guys can see the vehicle. So the front's not detailed, but it's got a gray plastic inclusion, which is part of the base. Actually, I don't think it's a part of the base. I think it's part of the interior. Wood paneling, which is really nice. And just to show you guys, Matchbox has done other vehicles with the wood paneling. And they all look fantastic in my opinion. Let's just have a closer look at this. Look at the detailing. Really well done. It's sort of a creamy interior, like a light brown, I'd say. Tinted windows. No detailing at the back. Lights have not been filled in. Decent set of tires. I guess they're true to the era. It's a really nice vehicle. Really glad that Matchbox included this new vehicle in their lineup. It's quite different, but it is definitely worth collecting. All right, moving right along. Next, we're gonna look at the 2018 Bentley Bentayga in white. I think this is my favorite version of this vehicle. It looks so classy in this particular color. I had to buy two of them and I did open one, so we're just gonna have a quick look at that. Look at that, look at how amazing that looks in white. It's got the panoramic sunroof, good detailing in the front. That is fantastic. This is definitely the best version of this particular vehicle that I own. I'm just going to show you guys the red and the blue versions, which were the first two versions, and that's the version that we just opened. Very nice. I'm just going to take it to my hand and show you guys a close-up of it, because this one is definitely worth looking at and spending some time. Look at that. Incredible. This is just a phenomenal vehicle. I think they could have done better rims on this. Something a little bit more gangster to go with the white and detailed back, and close up of the There you go. What a fantastic vehicle. I would say this one is my favorite so far from A-Case. I didn't like the first two versions of this vehicle, and I know the first two versions did stay on the pegs forever. Next, we're going to look at another new model. This is the 2021 Coscienag Gamera. This is the first version that Matchbox has done. I know that Hot Wheels has done a couple of versions of this vehicle. I did manage to find two of them, and I have opened one, so we will have a quick look at that as well. Let's just do that real quick. So there's the vehicle. And there's the open packaging. That is such a fantastic car. It's got so much weight to it. I love the yellow interior. The detailing in the front and the back. So I'm just going to take it in my hand, and we're going to have a quick look at it because it is a new casting. First time Matchbox has done this particular vehicle. Look at that. That looks absolutely stunning. Great interior. Look at that panoramic, somewhat of a panoramic sunroof. Good detailed back. You can see the lights are filled in even though it is slight. Love this vehicle. What a great vehicle. I think it looks way better than the Hot Wheels version. I wish I pulled it out, but I didn't have time to do so. But lots of weight to it. Fantastic vehicle. Very, very well designed. Great job. All right, let's move right along. So next, we're going to have a look at the 1964 Dodge Charger. So this is also part of the 1970s Matchbox line. You can see the logo right there on the side. Details are not, there's no detail in the front. Back is detailed. This is the second version of this vehicle. We also saw it in orange earlier in 2022. And I'm just going to see if I can find that. There it is. So let's just do a quick side-by-side comparison. The second version of that, I think both of them are tremendous. Beautiful casting. One I'm definitely going to collect and hopefully one day have room to display. Yeah, I just love it. All right, so here's another vehicle we've seen a few versions of now. This is the Dodge swept side pickup. And as always, no detailing in the front, but there is the side tempo. And no detailing in the back either. There's the graphics. And I'm just going to see if I can find the other versions of this particular vehicle. I did. Let's just do a side-by-side comparison on them. So we've seen 4 versions of it now. That's the latest one. That's the one we just reviewed. I think that's the the red one is the original. That one was part of the Dodge line with the blue and the black there, which is probably my favorite version. And that was the second, the blue and the white. So those are the 4 versions that are out, and I have all of them. I think it's a very collectible piece, and if you're not collecting it, I would highly recommend that you start collecting it. It is quite a nice pickup truck. Another favorite of mine, look at this, the Ford Police Interceptor. And it's also got the 70 years theme to it. It's not a police car that signifies any city, which Matchbox usually does, some sort of licensing with a police department of sorts. This is just fantastic. Once again, I only found one of these, I'm not going to open it, but I do have several versions of this particular vehicle, which we're going to look at. Yeah. Sorry, it's going to take me a little bit to pick these all up. Here we go. So those are the different versions of it that I have. One's a fire department car, but the rest of them are all police cars. And this is a phenomenal vehicle. And coincidentally, in the background, you can hear the sirens. The police have arrived. All right, I'm gonna move right along here. Only got a few more vehicles to do. Gonna look at another brand new casting that Matchbox has done. This is the Karma GS6. It's a really, really nice casting. Look at the interior. Look at that sunroof and what detailing there is in the interior. It's in blue with a light brown sort of beigey interior. Good detailing at the front, including the logo. As with the back, look at that, look at the detailing. I wish I had two of these so I could open one, but unfortunately I was only able to find one. Just have a look at the back one more time. So I wonder if the Canadian packaging is going to look different from the American packaging. So what, like I said in the beginning of the video, these were found in Portland, Oregon, when I went to watch a basketball game with one of my friends. Next, we're going to look at this 95 Nissan Hardbody D21. It's like the fourth or fifth version of this vehicle that I own. I think I have them all now. Unfortunately, I couldn't find them, so I couldn't pull them out. But I did open this particular casting, and I do want to show it to you guys close up. So there it is. It says Nissan, so fully detailed side cycle runner. I'm not sure what that means. So tampos on the hood. This is a fantastic vehicle. Might be one of my favorite versions, if not the favorite version of this particular vehicle. Just gonna let it run. Wish I pulled more of these vehicles out, but I looked for them for about 20 minutes, but I couldn't find them. That is a stunning vehicle. And it's got this fantastic little tow hook. And guess what? There's the MBX cycle trailer. And guess what? It's got the same stickers as the hard body. So they go together, guys. And then, of course, we know with this casting, there are two versions of it. Two different motorcycles. I'm going to open one and show you guys. Give me 1 second while I open one of these and attach it to the Nissan hardbody. So I opened one of the two. I'm just going to have a quick look at it so you guys can see the details on it. Look at that. I know people like detail the bikes. I haven't done that yet. But that is a fantastic vehicle. And of course, look at that. And if you don't like that bike, you could attach the other one. That's just amazing. Look at that. Very, very cool. Amazing job, Matchbox. You got that one right. All right, next we're going to look at a car that we've already seen in red as a part of F-Case in 2022. It is the 2021 Cadillac CT5V. I definitely like it better in black with those gold rims. There's the back of it. Details in the back. There we go. I didn't pull the other version of it. I couldn't find it, but I swear I do have like 6 or 7 versions of that particular vehicle. There it is. I'm just going to move right along. What do we have left? Okay, we have probably the two highlights of this A-Case left. I'm going to start off with, let's do this one first, the Toyota 4Runner. So it looks like there are 2 of these in each case. I did find 2 of them, and I have opened one, but I just want to spend a bit of time looking at it in its package, because this is the first time that Matchbox has made this particular casting, the Toyota 4Runner. Hot Wheels has it in its premium line, and it is a very, very popular casting. I opened this earlier today, so I'm just going to pop that out and show you guys the Hot Wheels version first, and then I'm going to show you the Matchbox version. So that's fantastic. Look at this. This is a beautiful vehicle. Package, this sells for about 15 to 20 US. And if you look at the first version of it in white, which I also have, it sells for about 35 US plus shipping most of the time. So very, very popular vehicle. If you do find this in the stores, guys, do pick it up. It's part of the Boulevard line. So Hot Wheels Premium Boulevard, which is a exclusive to Walmart. And that is just fantastic. Look at that. A Can't tell you how many hours I spent hunting to get this particular vehicle. I did find 2 of them, and that's why I opened it. And now let's look at the Matchbox version, which is not quite as high. It's the tires are smaller, but look at the detailing on it. It is fantastic. Gray interior, red paint job, detailed front. Look at that. Amazing. Roof rack, the detailed rear. This vehicle is definitely going to be one of the most popular cars that Matchbox has made. The 2018 Toyota 4Runner, fully detailed. I mean, I love seeing these on the road. Every time I see one, I feel like I should own one. And I love having the casting of it as well, the die-cast version. And I also noticed that it's coming out in blue. I'm not sure which case it's going to be, but Matchbox is also putting it out in a baby blue. The scale is interesting. It looks like the Hot Wheels version is quite a bit bigger in terms of scale. Just a bigger car, even though they're both the same scale on paper. They're both really, really nice. Yeah, really, really happy to own those. I'm definitely going to display them. And last but not least, the Porsche 918 Spyder. This is going to be a hard one to find. You cannot find it on eBay, and if you do, it's expensive. And I am very, very lucky to find this. I'm not going to open it because I only have one of them, but look at the detailing on that. It's definitely much, much nicer than the first version of it, which I also own, and I'm just going to pick that up real quick, show you guys. See if I can do these side by side. All right, here we go. So there they are. So that's the first version that came out last year, 2022. It's nice. It was very popular, very, very difficult to find. Every time they came to Walmart, they were gone as soon as they were put on the pegs. And I'm guessing this yellow version that looks so much better than the first version is going to be just as popular and just as hard to find. So don't want to spend too much time on it because I'm not unboxing it. At some point, if I get a second one, I will unbox it and do a full review on it. But I am so glad to have it as part of my collection. And guys, there was one last car that I forgot to show you guys that I did pick up. This is the push and puller, second version of it that we've seen. I'm just going to show it to you real quick. Not one that I collect, but I have to say this particular livery does make it quite nice. Definitely much, much nicer than the first version that came out last year. And that's it. Did that fairly quickly. That was just under 23 minutes. So guys, thanks a lot. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you did like this video, do hit the like button on YouTube.